Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a spirit reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate with you. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. I praise the creator of all, supreme, omnipotent, and in all things. I praise all of the high and virtuous spirits who have walked the way of eternal light and love. I praise all of our ancestors from Mother Africa, who is the mother of the entire human race. I praise all of the spirits who died during slavery, in the Middle Passage, around the world, here in the United States, during Jim Crow, and today. Great Spirit family, since you are free of body and form, we know that you now have greater wisdom and greater power. We ask that you hear the call of your child and come protect us. Use your greater power and influence to help us solve our problems of money, health, family trouble, and racism. We ask that you somehow give us a sign that you are pleased with your children and that you are receiving our worship. Benevolent ancestors, open the gates of wealth to our people and guide us in the wisest and most effective ways to help all of Earth's children live harmoniously. Help us to remember we are part of the whole, part of God, part of each other. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, guys, let's get into the spirit reading. Okay, so I have some tarot cards out that I was going to do a reading with, but I wanted to see what the energy was really trying to say. So I put out some oracle cards, and this ended up turning into a spirit reading. So I'm going to read all of the oracle cards, but I'm going to reference some of the tarot cards that I have out in the spread. And the funny thing is, the very first thing that I thought was about your energy indicating you being like a high vibrational being, starseed. But, you know, there's a balance here, and it's because the devil keeps coming out. This is the second time, right? So the devil is talking about earthly matters here, okay? But it's in the reverse, so it could be talking about a release, but it's a release of pain because the 10 of Swords is sitting next to the devil, and then it's sitting next to the Hierophant, okay? And then that's next to the 6 of Swords. So really what that first row was telling me is your pain, and I've told you guys this before, but I guess it's because it's coming up. And I know why. I mean, when you're thinking about life, some things just don't make sense to you. And you have to have this reminder about your pain being the initiation, the pain bringing you to the change. What brought you here, my children, is this. This brought me here. It's surrender. There is a surrender that my pain has changed me and I have to change. Not that I have to allow my pain to make me stuck like the 6 of Swords. See, the 6 of Swords, you're supposed to be moving on to a higher level of spirituality, moving on with your life. But then in the reverse, it's I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I can't decipher how the pain is a part of the initiation, but you're very, very strong and you're extremely intuitive. And honestly, this is just your ego. And I don't mean it, guys, when I say this, I'm trying not to be insensitive, but the way that your energy is showing me, you're the Hermit underneath the deck and you're the Star at the top. That's a beautiful energy, but it's a bold energy. It's cosmic. It's extremely cosmic. The Hermit is very wise, sage, goes to the highest of heights, and can delve deep, okay? And the Star is cosmic, all right? You are a child of the universe, all right? But not only are you a child of the universe, you're not just love and light. It's not, you are fierce because you're the warrior, right? And your fierceness is why your divine guides, ancestors are trying to tell you that do not let this pain allow you to be stuck. You're greater than that. You are so, look. You are greater than that. This isn't the first lifetime you felt pain, and moved beyond it. We sent you here because we knew you could do it. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of the readings have been really talking about cycles. So we know we're closing out old cycles. We know that we're stepping into new ones, but they have not started yet. And we are in that gap, in that in-between, in that no man's land of closing one cycle, trying to figure out what the new cycle is going to be about. I feel like some of us are stuck with pain. It's like, listen, okay, I know that, that stuff could have been initiating me and whatever the case may be, but I'm ready to put that behind me, right? Move me into the next cycle, but the next cycle won't open up, right? That's where it's like, okay, well then all I'm left with is the pain. All I could think about in this sort of gap in between is the pain. Now I'm telling you guys, a lot of this is going to allow you to reflect and gather stories. I keep telling you, there's something about having to share your stories. Keep feeling this energy. But the problem you guys are having is the shadow aspect of you. Because we have that here, and I'm going to read this card for you. It's the shadow. And it also is in the spread because we have the devil and the moon. Now, when I immediately saw this, I definitely thought witchcraft. And I guess as a side note, I want you guys to be careful of people, groups, or anybody, because we have the emperor here, any kind of leader that may feel very shady. Okay, that's one thing that you need to be aware of. But this is also your shadow side, your dark side. Okay? And in the spread, this is going to tell you how your actual shadow is part of your strength. You have to tell the parts of you that don't look the best to everybody, So here, let's get into the oracle cards, because you are a divine warrior. You're a divine warrior, okay? So let me get this for you. Give me one sec, okay? Okay, we have the warrior, and that is on 116. All right, guys, give me one sec. Okay, the warrior. It says pulling the warrior card indicates a need for strong fire energy and internal power. The warrior is a call to action as opposed to just a state of mind. It asks you to examine not just oppressive people in your life. See, not just the oppressive people, but also the larger systems within the world, and then get to work. The warrior is not about complacency. In identifying where you need to stand up more, you may make those around you feel uncomfortable and defensive, but you must continue forward. The warrior can have a cutting message. It is saying, I see what you are doing, but what else can you do? Okay, the warrior is saying, I see, the warrior can have a cutting message. This is for you. It is saying, I see what you're doing, but what else can you do? And I was saying that in the reading I posted the day before yesterday. I said, they're asking you for a little bit more effort. There's more effort you have to put towards something. So the warrior sacrifices parts of themselves for the humanity at large. And I'm saying that your sacrifice is your story. Because the reason why it's a sacrifice is because if I don't share it, it keeps my ego intact. If I don't share all that hard, hurt, pain stuff, then I could keep up a facade that stuff never happened to me. Okay? That's not what they want from you. That's not what your soul wants. Okay? So you need to, by sharing the story, you make your sacrifice. All right? So it says the balanced warrior fights to create positive change, but may go about it in questionable ways. They are strong and resilient and do not have fear when they go up against oppressors. When the warrior is in balance, they can be very inflammatory and hyper-aggressive. They can push those away that may be of use to them and easily bypass things that are good for them. They don't understand the concept of pick your battles and react with equal intensity no matter how big or small the issue is. And see, this warrior card goes along with when I told you guys the Tower came out twice. So this Mars energy, this Mars in the first house, Aries energy is here. So you're going to get a boost of energy that's going to spark you forward to do something, do different things. But remember, as you are moving forward, don't, like I was saying earlier, don't think you know everything earlier in that reading. Don't think that you know everything. Don't bypass situations or opportunities that are actually good for you because I don't want to feel pain from the past, or I think I know better than this person or this group of people. Because just because you can sniff them out doesn't mean you know what the experience this time around is going to be about. Awareness is what's going to protect you from pain. Can't nobody hurt me because I saw who or what you were about. But the learning of the interaction or the project at hand is totally different from I'm about to feel some sort of pain. Okay? If you understand what I'm saying, you know, sometimes you got to learn the experience rather than just thinking about the players in it. Okay? So there was something else here that I wanted to say. It says, it asks you to examine not just the oppressive people in your life, right, that, but also the larger system within the world. Like I just said, it's the players. Okay, these people want me to do this, or I'm about to start a job here and I see something is wrong with my boss or that group. I'd rather go home. I'd rather get another job. No, if it's all set up for you to move ahead or move forward in a particular direction, keep going. Don't fear nobody. You don't have nobody to fear. Why? Because you're a warrior. See, even here, like they even put the ram on here. This Mars, Aries energy is like real. It's real. It's really move. Even the Emperor, you guys have the Emperor out here. Okay. The Emperor represents Aries. Okay. Next to that is an Ace of Pentacle. All right. So this is an opportunity, a promotion or something like that. But you need to be fierce, you know, and being fierce means I'm just confident and I'm ready and I'm not afraid because honestly, who the F are these people for me to fear them? I've been through worse. I've seen worse people, been through harder situations, and I've overcome. There's nothing you can say or do. And I honestly believe that. And I don't even think it's going to be that bad if you can assess your situation properly. Because if you're going to be too afraid or, you know, not wanting to be yourself in a new arena, because here, that warrior said, give me 1 second to find it. It says, you know, people may find your methods questionable. Man, give me 1 second. It says the warrior can cause a cutting message. Yeah, we know that part. It says the warrior is not about complacency and identifying where you need to stand up more and to make those around you. Right. It says in identifying where you need to stand up more, you may make those around you feel uncomfortable and defensive, but you must continue forward. See, because you come in with this kind of energy, cosmic, bright, different, a glow, an aura all over you, you may ruffle feathers, but it says move forward anyway. Move forward anyway. There is nothing to fear. Even when people seem like, I'm not feeling him, I'm not feeling her. Oh, what? You telling your story or you doing this? Listen, guys, when I told you guys I was about to be doing, you know, sharing the BBL journey, I lost probably about, 10 subscribers. Okay, maybe more. But so what? So what? Okay, I'm pretty sure they're going to be watching this reading too. I don't care. You do what you got to do and you push forward. You don't know how your story or whatever it is you're sharing is going to help someone. You don't know. And people, like I said, you may ruffle feathers or people may not understand and people may not understand, but I'm doing what I know to be what I need to do. That's it. I didn't have to share, but I am sharing. Why? Because I'm not afraid. Okay? And if people do say something wrong, or if you say, oh, well, Justin, look, you got those bad comments and da-da-da-da, and I'm going to either delete them, block the people, and keep it moving because I got work to do. I got work to do, right? And that's what you guys got to do. You got to be like, listen, I can't. Been there, done that. I have a work to do. You came here for a reason. No matter what arena you step in, bring your light. Don't be afraid. This is courage, and it's innocence and vulnerability and strength, okay? Next thing, connect to heart. Connect to heart. So let's see what this is about. Connect to heart. Oh, I just passed it. Give me one sec, y'all. Connect to heart. All right, give me 1 second. Connect to heart. It says, this card asks you to connect to the heart space, okay? This is a place of bravery, integration, vulnerability. Like I said, the star is bringing that vulnerability up, okay? And compassion. This may mean pushing past any fear you may have and opening up to the true connection. It says this may mean finding forgiveness or empathy. This may mean softening. Most of us have layers of defensive mechanisms around our heart that prevent us from being present, from receiving love, from giving love. This card asks you to examine what armor you can let go of and where you can nurture yourself in this space. Okay? Guys, okay? So it's time to not be so defensive. Just because your energy may make people confused right, off the bat, as soon as you start something, doesn't mean that that's going to be the same energy throughout a project or throughout the job or anything like that. It just could be how I feel initially or how they feel initially. All right. So don't be afraid to be yourself. Right now, wherever you're stepping, you don't need to come in with a mask and you don't need to be extremely defensive. You just need to come in being yourself and come in with passion and drive. Okay. But you can be vulnerable. You can share your story, whatever that means for you, or whatever space that is. But yeah, definitely, this is asking for some vulnerability. Okay. Now your next card is the Seeker. Okay. Now this person is casting, some bones and shells. So someone with this Hermit energy, star energy, you could be a diviner. Definitely. Okay, give me 1 sec. And it's funny because we have this connect to heart, which are these two dogs, and right underneath that Hermit is the Two of Cups. Okay, so let's see. What's the Seeker talking about? This is, I just feel like being recognized right here, Sometimes if you might be too defensive, you may miss that, someone is just like me, or that somebody could see themselves in you. That's why it's important for you to be yourself, okay? So, the Seeker. Give me 1 sec. Let me get this for you. The Seeker. One sec, guys. The Seeker says, the Seeker indicates a need for energy, movement, vitality, and excitement. More of that, Mars, Aries energy, all right? It's time for you to get this vitality moving, okay? It says the Seeker is childlike at heart. Look, the crazy thing is we got a Hermit here who was a Seeker. The star has a child, okay? All right, so let's see what this card has to say. It says, the Seeker is childlike at heart and has faith that at its core, the world is a beautiful place. As we grow older, it is easy to lose touch with our innocence and sense of wonder. We have responsibilities, stressful home and work environments, external pressures, physical sensitivities, and dis-ease. In the end, we get locked into a survival mentality, and we don't know how to break free. The Seeker's message is one of reclamation. It is not so much about ridding yourself of the stress, but remembering your essence. Slowly nurture your sense of wonder to all that is around you. You may feel silly at first, but keep working on it. Keep working on it to balance out the negative. Replace statements of what if everything goes wrong with what if everything is exactly as it should be. Balanced seeker energy is one of empowerment, curiosity, and feeling confident to navigate both the external and internal worlds. Both the external and even the shadow. I don't mind exploring the external world and my internal world, whether it be light or dark, okay? So it says, if the seeker is out of balance, you may be a bit untethered. You may be pushing yourself on to the next thing, thinking that may be your cure. An unbalanced seeker energy may also give their power away to others. As seekers, we must remember that we are gathering experiences and wisdom for growth, not because we believe it is a prescription to fix our perceived issues. It says we're gathering experiences and wisdom for growth, not because we believe it is a prescription to fix our perceived issues. So it's not like I'm not learning. I'm okay with the good experiences and the bad experiences because I'm learning within it. I'm not just seeking out knowledge in order to fix how I felt from a negative experience. Because that negative experience, exactly what you felt, is what you need to understand, share, come to terms with. That was meant. It wasn't meant to be fixed. It was meant to be experienced, that negative thing. See, because remember what I said? It's like you can't. Where did you come? I came like this. It brought me here. This was my get in card, my stamp to get into the club right here. Okay? Now, I know it's like, oof, I really hope things go well. I hope it's worth getting into the club. But as a divine being, you're going to know what your experiences are worth. I don't know, the gym or how your pain takes you to another place. I know where my pain is taking me, and my pain ain't going to take you where you need to be. It's your own experience. Okay? So, your last two cards are Shadow and Death. So, let's see what Shadow and Death are about. Give me 1 sec, guys. Shadow. It says, Shadow, this card indicates that diving deeper into your shadow at this time will be beneficial. It is through knowing our unconscious self that we find the root of our blocks, perceive limitations and wounds. It is also how we come to know ourselves in totality. We cannot reach our true potential without meeting our shadow and working with the parts of ourselves that we have been told to lock away or be ashamed of. This includes brilliant aspects of ourselves too, not just perceived flaws. The truth is, your shadow is your greatest gift. It's your greatest gift, guys. And that's what I was picking up in the reading before today. It was the sun next to the devil. And it was, you don't want the sun to shine on your shadow parts. But they're telling you that is exactly what you need. And you're not looking for a remedy to sort of take that away. Talk about what happened. Don't be mad. You can, but process what happened and tell it like it is, exactly for what it was. And sometimes when you share something that's dark, it can make people upset, but it's what needs to be said. It's the person that brings up, hey, Uncle so-and-so is a molester. Yeah, you want to know why I'm telling you that? Because they did that to me when I was whatever age. Nobody wanted to hear that. I wanted to keep that to myself. I didn't want to tell anybody, but it's what needs to be said right now. It's that kind of energy of being like, it's a message that one breaks something free, shines a light onto the darkness. You've brought out something that was dark that you didn't want to share. And this is just an example. I don't know if this is anything going on with anybody, but I'm saying it's that kind of vulnerability, honesty that, may change a situation and stop a cycle of darkness from continuing, right? Okay, death, okay? So let me get this for you. Death says, 93, give me 1 sec. Death. Death says, this card signals that an ending, change, or metaphorical death is currently happening or on the horizon, okay? So an ending, and I think this is really just a cycle change. It says, it may feel like the universe is stripping things away from you. You may feel shaken, raw, and uncertain. This is okay. This period is a preparation for what is to come. This is definitely a cycle. This period is a preparation for what is to come. And I told you guys before, we're closing out a cycle, not yet beginning the new cycle, okay? It says new adventure and abundance is making its way to you, and it needs space. Sometimes we can get too focused on the things we need to get rid of or the things that need to die, that we are not inviting new things in our life, okay? It says when you bring in more life, it's easier to allow things to die. If you find yourself in a period of death, try to incorporate some new things you can enjoy to create balance. Right. And I've seen it in the comments, and I know that a lot of you have been shedding and getting rid of old people from the past, trying to get rid of karmics, staying away from family members that are toxic, all kinds of things. But it's like, while I have, moved all this stuff out, I didn't replace it with anything. And then sometimes it just makes me think about how wrong they were and then how alone I am. So now it's time, when I start to shed, what am I interested in? What's asking, what is my passion? What lights me up? What have I been interested in? What have I held myself back from doing because of these pains or whatever the case may be? It's time for you to say, okay, if I'm moving them out, I got to bring new things in. Don't be afraid to bring in something new. All right, guys? That is the reading that I have for you. If it resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. The current Patreon playlist is in the description box below. Guys, if you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. Don't forget to check out my new YouTube channel, Prince and the Peach. Guys, I got my surgery is in the morning. I'm about to go get the second round done, about to get double cheeked up for the second time on a Thursday afternoon. And so yes, definitely check out the new channel, Prince and the Peach, as well as the Tarot Cast, Prince of Peace Tarot Cast. Both links are in the description box below. So that's what I have for you guys. I probably will take a break for maybe like a day or two, but I already know I'm gonna be back at it because when I had healed from the first surgery, I was literally doing readings and personal readings. So definitely gonna take the weekend to rest and everything, but I'll be back at it. So the schedule will stay open. And if anything should come up to where I can't, I'll just, close the schedule and I'll let you guys know. But you guys will be receiving readings on the regular, throughout the rest of January and in the next month. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you later.